They're about the only chill folks here. However, there's a cop who is driving around like a fucking idiot. So, while I'm here in town to get some water, we're gonna get to video him driving around town like a fucking idiot. He's fucking over-revving the vehicle, going out of his way to fucking flip bitches in the middle of the fucking road right out in front of me. I mean, Jesus Christ, you'd think he would knock that fucking shit off. Now, he was doing it out at the parking ride. Why did he stop doing it at the parking ride? Oh, now he's in the middle of the fucking road. Just stopped there in the middle of the fucking road like an idiot. This cop right here, now he's stuck in the middle of the road. He's driving like he's drunk. This officer here is driving like he is drunk. Jesus fucking Christ. That's right. These are Hood River law enforcement. Fucking 5-year-olds. Jesus fucking Christ. They wanted to drive up there to the parking ride, and it probably the 4th or fucking 5th time that they did it after I got there. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Why the hell is this guy driving like this? Why is this cop driving like this? And how the hell is it that he's out here at the parking ride all the way on the other side of the fucking bridge being a jackass? What the fuck is wrong with this dude? So, of course, Logan and Shayna are very uncomfortable with the fucking situation. I mean, they don't want to be fucking stalked by the goddamn cops. So they went the other way. I was going to start this video about 10 minutes ago, but of course they were afraid of being videoed or whatever. They're like, well, the cops are probably watching your live stream. They're going to come fuck with you. Well, that's what they're doing anyway, ain't it? Maybe, now that they know for a fucking fact that they've had this goddamn camera pointed at them, maybe they'll knock their fucking shit off. You see how, oh yeah, now magically they gotta fucking pretend with their little yellow lights. Oh yeah, we're really driving like fucking idiots because do something going on somewhere maybe. Fucking horse shit. I'm in a shit ton of pain, but I'm making sure I'm not taking it out on the wrong people. Although I did vent to Logan and Shayna a little bit much. I mean, I tried explaining to them that they are, you know, they're always apologetic about cigarettes. Well, fuck it, you know, if I got them, I'll share them. If I don't, I'm rolling snipes, no biggie. If I ain't got no rolling papers, well, I got a tobacco pipe, no biggie. So, of course, it wasn't just me. Shayna made mention of it, too. She said it made her very uncomfortable. That cop, well, she made an impression of the cop. She said, I'm like, well, no, people don't like being fucking harassed like that. You fucking harass people like that, I'll fucking harass you the same way. You leave them the fuck alone. Logan and Shayna are witnesses to multiple situations. Leave them the fuck alone. It is illegal for you to fucking tamper with witnesses, asshole. It is illegal for you to threaten, harass, or intimidate, asshole. Now, these officers doing that for, fuck, it seemed, as soon as I got into town, they're doing it in town, just right around this block. What the fuck, dude? Just right around this one block. Fucking dummies. Of course, here they come again. We'll make sure we let them know where we're at. Yeah. Real emergency, huh? God damn it. Fucking thing. Why does it keep doing that? It's fucking impossible to fucking point it at who I need it to if it fucking keeps doing that. That's alright. I hope it wasn't doing that when the cops went around and fucking I pointed the camera at them earlier when I first started the video. Yeah. Ain't no reason for them to be jackholes like that. By the way, the other one went up that way. See, that's the thing. When cops, you try to turn them in, well, they start breaking the law. They try to threaten, harass, and intimidate you. And when it doesn't work, well, they'll step up a bit. They'll kick up their game a little bit. They'll lie to some folks, and it's all dandy after that. Oh, and they love catching you alone. The reason that people out here, the reason their rights are not observed, is because none of these services observe our rights. None of them. There needs to be civilian oversight. This shit needs to stop. We are human beings. We deserve to be treated like human beings. Not everybody out here is a fucking junkie. You know, your solution, a lot of you idiots got the same fucking stupid solutions. Solutions like, oh, well, we should just put the homeless on a bus and ship them to somewhere. They already do that, dumbass. Often, those services are reserved for special situations. Like when you try to turn one of these porkers in. Then they'll charge you with a false crime and let you out and give you a ticket somewhere else. Woohoo, cute. These people did shameful things. The police, my friends, and for surely the volunteers. Oh, here's porkers again. I wonder why they keep driving like 5-year-olds. Oh, they're driving nice now. Yep. Now, Logan and Shayna, this is the second time they dipped out. I understand they don't want to get in trouble. I understand that entirely. When that guy broke the window last night, yes, I understand they don't want to get fucked with by the police. Tonight, the police coming by and fucking with me, yeah, they're very uncomfortable. I let them know I was going to video it. Now those cops are at least driving slower. At least they're somewhat trying to follow the speed limit. What possible reason could those officers have for driving like idiots? Now let's have a recap of last night. So there was some folks just around the corner there, the store. Well, just around that corner anyway. And of course, they were acting very, very, very fucking shitty. Very shitty. It was not pleasant. I did not enjoy their company, and I tried to, well, when people are jerks, you hope ignoring them works. You hope. Anyway, we were all three standing down there at the drinking fountain, which I'm about to go use. And we didn't actually see it. We heard it. And then we saw him heading up that direction. And we saw him head up that direction, up the stairs. Logan and Shayna had already dipped out by that point. They didn't want to get in trouble. And so, of course, I did what needed to be done. I checked on what the fuck was going on. And, of course, made a phone call. I mean, sure, the not my business thing or whatever, but when somebody's fucking bleeding, by the way, that's the door he broke. It's the one next to it, ain't it?
Could you please not do this right now?
Yeah, I can do it across the street.
No,
you're good.
Do not video this place. Don't come here. I've got a
All right, I'm leaving. Against me?
Yeah.
Against me for what?
What?
Against me for what?
Being part of this fucking nonsense.
Part of what? What did I do?
Listen.
No, I'm not listening. I'm not going to be threatened by some fucking prick. Leave me alone. Anyway, the whole situation there. You know, I did the right thing there. Did the right fucking thing. And of course, you see how people are. They think it's fine. They don't care who gets punished. They just want someone to take their shit out on. Who broke that man's window? I want to know that. Who broke that man's window? It's a good question. It's a very good question. Who broke his window? Dan did. Now, of course, is that asshole up there going to take it out on Dan? I certainly hope not. If he tries to, I will protect Dan. I am not going to allow people to physically harm an at-risk adult. That's just not okay. At the same time, I'm not going to go harming that man. I'm not interested in anyone getting hurt. Now, he did say please. And I don't mind staying away from his place. I am allowed to video it. So there's nothing he can do to stop me on that. What does he expect? Does he expect me to just lay down and take it? Does he expect me to take the punishment for the sins of others? Of course, all of you do. All homeless must be criminals. All homeless must have done that. Hell no, I am fighting for our fucking rights. God damn it. Calling somebody mentally ill does not make it okay to abuse them. Now, I understand that guy's anger and frustration, but he is directing it in the wrong direction. People tend to do that. Whoever it's easiest to take it out on. Now, of course, me, I don't want to be anywhere near that man. And also, there's the fact that, of course, I haven't done anything to that man. How could he possibly have a protection order against somebody who did not commit a crime? That's a good fucking question. And where would he get this thing? Especially without me. What that shows is, of course, criminal action and criminal intent on the part of the judge and on the part of the officers. That's the thing about, of course, allowing people their court dates. But we got kangaroo courts. It's the United States of America. Nobody gives a shit. Like that nut job up there. See, that right there is an insane action. To blame somebody who didn't do it. Now, of course, did I see it? No, I didn't even see it. I heard it and I saw the aftermath. Now that man is standing down the street and I'm trying to be nice by not filming him. But he was just staring at me, and that, of course, is kind of a creepy thing to do to somebody. Now, of course, we are recording this, and what do we always record it for? Our safety. For me, having to deal with these assholes so often and so frequently is phenomenal. But somebody got to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Everybody else in America being cowards just simply ain't my fault. On the bright side, I am getting water. It's just taking forever because it's a friggin' water fountain. And of course, I'm mumbling a bit because I got a cigarette in my mouth. Now, being threatened and intimidated by that man just now, that's not an okay way to treat a person. It's rude, it's inconsiderate, but it's fine because I ain't got no money, huh? God damn, I lost my lighter. Now for him, that guy up there, what's he afraid of? What's he afraid of from me? That I might speak out, that I might tell the truth? And that's the thing about you guys being monsters. Never allowing a person to defend themselves. Now in my videos, do you guys see me breaking windows? I could. I know that I should. I have so many people tell me I should. I should. And they just pump that shit at me. You should do this. You should do that. Sarah Bacon with all that violence bullshit. No, I don't want it. That was most people's fucking solution, is violence. Now, strangely and oddly, them cops stopped driving around for some odd reason. As soon as I pulled out my phone. God damn. All right. Had to get my lighter working. Now, of course, I ain't been served with no papers. And, of course, I ain't committed no crimes. I haven't threatened that man up there. Of course, he threatened me. That's not pleasant. And I honestly don't give two shits about his business. Hell, they could break every goddamn window in the thing. That don't confront me none. You guys tell me to mind my business. Well, I can mind my business. I'm capable of minding my business. But guaranteed, if there's lives at stake, I am not gonna. The least I can do is station myself in the immediate vicinity and observe. Now that guy that wanted to be an asshole, thank goodness he's not here anymore, which is good. There was no reason for him to threaten me. There was no reason for him to harass me. Oh, we got some fun times here. Sean's getting water. Sean's getting water. Oh, we better pull out the K9 units. We're gonna need to get the bomb squad. Sean's getting water. Fucking morons. By the way, most of what I know about explosives, I learned from YouTube videos. All right, so apparently there's a cop over there and I can hear them, so let's listen. We got most of the water in that one, so that one's good. You're kind of standoffish and being slow. Is there an issue with me walking, sir, or possibly getting water?
No, there is not an issue with you walking, Sean. The issue is...
The issue is that man just come out of the business and threatened and harassed me, and I left, and that is okay. It is okay for me to leave a situation where I am threatened. It is not okay for him to threaten me. Thank you.
Okay. So he is the proprietor, owner, renter of that.
Do you see where I'm at? Am I on his property? Am I near his property? When he came out of the building and harassed me, I left.
When you're in the alcove, you can't be in the alcove.
I wasn't in the alcove.
Okay, well...
Come show me where I'm allowed to be. Come, walk. You're not
going
gonna... I'm... All right, fine. I talk to you like a person. Can I leave my stuff here? Will it be safe here?
Sure.
All right. I didn't need that man coming out and harassing me or threatening me. There was no need for it. I was going for a walk, getting water, checking change machines. I'm broke.
Why are you checking change machines? These are all sealed units.
I'm not trying to break into them. They got the little coin slot at the bottom.
Okay, let's just... We're not going to go over there. But I'll just...
Where am I, lad?
I'll use this as an example. If you step in that threshold...
I wasn't in the threshold. It's on video. It's the same video we're on right now. The very same video I am recording right now. It is 23 minutes and 36 seconds long.
On the sidewalk while you want.
I was on the... Let me show you. If I'm allowed to be on the sidewalk, I was on the sidewalk. I am still on the sidewalk. Is this legal? Am I allowed to be here? How far up the sidewalk? As long as I am on the sidewalk, correct? I never left the sidewalk. Matter of fact, you can get on your phone right now. You can click onto this here live YouTube video.
No, Sean. Just, you're being trespassed on the property over there, okay? So
I wasn't on the property. Let me show you something.
No.
Let me show you something. You see this? Where am I trespassing? Show me the spot where I am trespassing. Show me the exact spot. Is there a proximity from the building? I mean, if I'm to follow these rules, I need to know what the rules are.
you notate he's been trespassed from the property. He can be on the sidewalk. He's not on the property.
I wasn't on the property.
Okay, I'm just telling you. Okay.
I wasn't on the property, and that's the thing, is that anybody can lie to me, and you assholes come out here and harass me and threaten me. The way that you guys were driving up there by the friggin' parking right up there was not acceptable. That was inappropriate. You are driving like 5-year-olds, and you need to stop. It is my legal right to walk on the sidewalk, and that's where I was.
Have a safe night.
Go fuck yourself, porker. You're a piece of shit. Now that right there is how we are treated by the police. This is what they do. They commit felony after felony to prevent you from turning them in. On the bright side, I'm getting water. You see that? It's fucking water. Tomorrow we got to find out the name of the businessman and expose his bitch ass on YouTube. Shouldn't be too difficult, being as the name of the business is posted. And here's another one. Keep going, Stady. And this right here is a definite safety risk. This safety risk is nationwide for all homeless people. If you don't have money, you have no rights. And just like tonight, the cops will harass you. They will try to threaten and intimidate you. And you know what? You have the right to stand up to them. Also, in a situation like this, where you are scared, it is important that you raise your voice loud enough that you are heard so that anybody standing nearby may respond to the emergency. Not that anybody cares. Most people, if you are drowning, will watch you drown. Now, as we've seen, these cops do not care about the law. What they care about is breaking it. This is their own private army. They can do what they want. There are no consequences for them. The other thing is, for a man to pretend that I was in that alcove, well, the fact that we can prove that I was not in that alcove with this camera shows that that man threatening and harassing me was not acceptable, and I don't give a fuck what country you live in. You hear that officer refusing to look at the evidence? He did not care about the evidence. He did not care about the truth. All he cared about was harassing another homeless victim. This is why tomorrow I will be out here again protesting this treatment. It is exactly, let me see, 1:01 p.m. I am attempting to be loud enough that anybody in the nearby vicinity will understand that I am in distress from the threats and the harassment. That I have to fear for my life from the local police department. That I have to fear harassment and retaliation for trying to turn them in. Up to and including assisting local idiots with getting away with breaking the law. The man who slandered my name and claimed I was in his alcove can try to prove it in court, which is not going to work. The only way they can make that work is to prevent me from showing evidence. Now, as I am in distress and have been threatened and harassed repeatedly by law enforcement tonight, I feel it is important for me to collect my life-preserving water here, which is apparently a big, scary thing, and I'm going to mosey myself to somewhere with less predators. However, law enforcement are my predators, and they were cruising around like idiots. That shit don't fucking fly. Guess what though? They're gonna have to kill me to shut me up. Did you hear that, pig? You will have to kill me to shut me up. I will not stop speaking out about this treatment, just as I will not stop speaking about the treatment of others. Fuck and A. Go ahead, sir. Now, the unfortunate fact of the matter is I cannot call 911 and still record the situation. So, since I was threatened by the man across the street, I got to go to the police station and I got to fill out a report. Let's see how well this works. Hey cops, I need to fill out a police report. Hey cops, I need to fill out a police report. Hey cops, I need to fill out a police report. Hey cops, I need to fill out a police report. Hey, cops, I need to fill out a police report. Hey, cops, I need to fill out a police report. Hey, cops, I need to fill out a police report. Hey, cops, I need to fill out a police report. Hey, cops, I need to fill out a police report. I was threatened and harassed by that man there. I need to turn him in for threats and harassment. The man with the shiny light. There is no reason for him to come out and threaten or harass me. And I need to file a police report about this incident, especially since it started with harassment by the Hood River Police Department. So, I need to fill out a police report. They'll come right out of the building for that guy. Come right out of the building for the man who wants to harass me and threaten me. All I want to do is make a police report. You hear that, folks? That's the sound of fucking crickets. The sound of fucking crickets. And as a result, we gotta go somewhere where we can make a phone call and turn these asshats in for harassment. You notice how that cop was trying to twist my words into something they ain't? Oh, those things are secured. I didn't say I was breaking into them. But here's the thing. I need to make a police report. Thank goodness this is time and date stamped. It is also time and date stamped when it is that stupid cop wanted to ignore the evidence as always. Matter of fact, this video is 36 minutes and 8 seconds long. That's right, 36 minutes and 8 seconds long. This video not only includes the cops driving like fucking retards, it also includes me being threatened by a business owner for walking down the sidewalk. Did you know it's not illegal to walk down the sidewalk? Did you know that? So between myself and the man in this video, only one of us broke the law. Only one of us. And guess which one of us that is? That's right, that would be that punk-ass bitch business owner. But he has money and I don't. So he has rights and I don't. He has access to what is needed to turn, of course, me in for what? For what? Let's ask him that. Let's ask him that simple question. For what? It's not illegal for me to walk in front of a business. It's not illegal for me to walk on the sidewalk. You notice how that officer wanted to continue to talk over me? Would not show me the accepted boundaries. Now he claimed the sidewalk and he showed me the little alcove. No, I wasn't in the alcove. I wasn't in the alcove. Now sure enough, I took a picture of it, but that is not illegal. It's also not protected because it's a business. That's right. Isn't that great? You can't take pictures of course, private business stuff. You know, like their stock reports for next month. Look at that. Would you look at that? Not a goddamn cop in sight. What a bunch of useless fucking pigs. On the bright side, I got water. I'll go deliver it to Drew. And then I might go down to the Shell station. What I really need right now is somebody with a cell phone I can use to call 911 and play it on speakerphone so it's on this very same video. This is the problem. If you fight for your rights, you will be punished. If you don't fight for your rights, you will still be punished. On the bright side, at least I'm not a cop. Fucking pigs. I try to respect everybody. But you could certainly earn my disrespect. Now this place right here, it's kind of base. I got permission to be here at night and to plug in at night, but I don't usually follow up on it. The reason for that is because I don't want to get harassed by the cops and have the people who gave me permission not be here because it's nighttime. But I want a cigarette. And there's an ashtray here. So apparently, according to the State Patrol, I have to travel all the way to the Dalles to see a detective. So I can't even turn in these son of a bitches here. I have to travel. And I'm betting, just like with all these other agencies from the Dalles, they can't travel here. This harassment needs to stop. This is not okay. This is not acceptable. And of course, for that fucking piece of shit, sure, he's a business owner, so he's got more rights than me, right? He's more human than me. He deserves to be treated like a human being more than I do. Isn't that right? Of course it is. And I ain't been down here at the Astro at night very often for the last, I don't know, week or two. I've been running around trying to find somebody to help me with my paperwork. Of course, that ain't the easiest goddamn thing. And yes, we made sure we didn't step on those. They're freshly painted. Anyway, there's enough evidence on my YouTube channel here to show what the fuck I'm talking about. I mean, a lot of these people out here, they are schizophrenic. They are delusional. They are on drugs. I get that. You know, there's that blood again. Isn't that great? So, the situation with that asshole, you know, it's too bad that Dan put his foot through there instead of a Molotov cocktail. Oh well, you live and you learn, right? Maybe the next guy will do it. Who knows? Maybe the guy will wake up with a car bomb underneath his vehicle. Maybe he'll just have a heart attack from stressing about it. On the bright side, he don't have to worry about that shit from me. I don't kill people. Of course, he might want to listen to other people instead of look at evidence. In which case, yeah, he deserves to be fucking scared shitless for the rest of his life. I'm not going to pretend that a piece of shit is a rose. I'm not going to pretend that a piece of shit is a fucking hamburger. I'm not going to pretend that a piece of shit is Play-Doh. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to taste it. I don't want to touch it. But of course, this is a wonderful experience for me, wasn't it? Now, as far as not filming his building, it's already on my YouTube channel. And now you guys know how big of a fucking asshole the dude is. You know what? Dan is my personal fucking hero as of right fucking now. I mean, really, that douchebag... Oh, there's another one of them fucking porkers. So that douchebag back there, he's the business owner who got his window smashed. One fucking window. One window, easily replaceable. But no! He wants to take it out on, well, me. Imagine that. That's right. Take it out on me, as if I'm some horrible monster. Meanwhile, I've never killed anybody. There's a few people whose deaths I do take responsibility for. Now, although their deaths were not my fault, there is at least some partial blame to be imparted upon me. And of course, I do speak on all three of those deaths. One of them was Christopher Weaver's son. Lexi Delgado had just had Chris Jr. and she insisted on putting him in my hands. I let her know that I wasn't entirely too nasty and that it was not okay to touch a baby with the nastiness that I slept in. But I didn't get all that out. Why? Because she handed me the baby, and if I hadn't grabbed the baby, well, Chris Jr. would have hit the floor. So Chris Jr. died of an infection 2 days later, 3 days later. An umbilical infection. So then, let's fast forward a bit. Alexis Valentine. Well, I was in the back seat of I want to say it was a Suburban. And, well, Alexis really wanted to go hang out with her friends up in Netherlands. So I gave up my seat so Alexis could go. I was also told that they had already planned to go hang out with Alexis anyway after I gave up my seat. I don't know what that was about, but it's cool. Well, it's really not, because she ended up dead. And then the third one, Natalie Bollinger. Man, that one was fucked up. That right there is why you don't help heroin addicts. That's why you don't help out meth addicts. That's why you don't help out a woman who's not willing to go to the police. If she's going to be giving you the pity party routine about how everybody in her life is horrible to her, but she's not willing to go to the police about it, she's a fucking player. God bless America, right? No, I'm not fucking nice. We got services here that are victimizing the fucking victims. The services that are supposed to help us are victimizing us. This is not okay. Now, I personally believe in people power. I believe if we work together, there is little we cannot achieve. But when people are fine with it, when they're fine with you being the black person, and yes, the homeless people are the new blacks. They're the new Jews. Because it's against the law to go after blacks and Jews. People got to have somebody they can take their shit out on. Now we're over here by Tumalum Lumber. And of course, poor Drew has been stuck at my vehicle for hours. Probably closer to an hour and a half. But here's the thing, is that this kind of harassment happens everywhere. How are we supposed to settle down and start a life when we are run out everywhere before we ever get anything started? When we're having to go to services that are doing the same thing as everybody else, not fucking listening. They want the billing acceptability. That's what they're after. They want you to fill out your paperwork and hand it in as soon as possible so they can collect their money and try to talk you out of turning in the cops. Well, that don't work. You need to be there and present when I try to turn this in. You cannot make me go in alone. It is against the law because I am an at-risk adult. But who observes the law? I used to. Ain't no reason to observe the law anymore. The only thing keeps me from killing people is my personal convictions against it. Now, of course, between going and killing people and continuing on a path that does not work alone, which one am I choosing? The path alone, of course. Well, you guys believe that threatening and harassing and murdering is okay. Well, I got a difference of opinion about it. Hey Drew, you here? Oh shit, you alright? I brought water. Fucking cops harassed me. Yep, business owner tried lying about me, claimed I was on his property. I certainly was not. No, you weren't. Jesus Christ. All right. You're half asleep, aren't you? All right. Well, I was going to ask you about that guy that I gave the other 2 hot dogs to. That's Dan. He's the one that broke the window last night. Did we feed him tonight? We did. All right, well, I'm going to drink some water, and I'm going to roll me a tobacco, and then I'm going to head to the Shell station. I'm going to have to start a new video. Whoa. Oh, that's your cot. I was trying to figure out what was missing. Do what? Oh, yes, sleeping bag. All right. Yeah, I figured if I parked here with a little bit of space, we could stay here with the door closed. But I'm actually fine with the door being open. It's fucking hot, and your dog's in there. All right. Okay. All right, I'll see you in a bit. I wish you had a fucking phone. These people want to work together to make sure that none of this sees the light of day. The way that they treat human beings. Now, luckily, we've got that man already recorded on multiple occasions. Multiple occasions. We seen him cleaning it up last night, didn't we? Now, I wonder if I got his face in those recordings. We'll have to find out. now, I'm going to dig out an external charger and make sure my phone doesn't die. That's a good way to piss somebody off, that's for sure. So of course tomorrow I'll just have to be louder. Well, that guy still drove nicer than that fucking cop. Now, I was going to start recording a lot sooner than I did earlier. By probably 5 to 10 minutes. But Shayna and Logan wanted to finish their food and be able to leave the vicinity because they don't want to be targeted, which is, well, it's understandable. Just like last night when Dan broke the window. They ran off. That was understandable. I understood that they didn't want to get blamed for it and they didn't want to have to talk to the cops. Well, on the bright side, I spoke to the cops. I'm the one who tried to clear up the whole goddamn mess. Now, of course, that guy last night, tonight, what possible reason could he have for harassing me the way that he did? What possible reason? He wanted to blame me for that mess, as if I had broken his window. Oh no. Based on what I'm dealing with as far as that guy goes, it seems to me he's a fucking raging goddamn nut job who deserves it. You know, I did say, let me see if I can make it over this fucking rail without breaking my oh fuck. Oh my god. Ah. Let's see, did I drop something important? No, that's a stick I tripped over. Fuck it. Ah. Just making sure. Anyway, who broke the window? Who broke it? Who broke it? And who does that business owner want to threaten, harass, and intimidate over it? He also wanted to lie. Well, that's important too. Where's this protection order and for what? I did not trespass, and that is not okay. Now, obviously, these officers did not care about the truth. They did not care whether or not there was or was not trespassing. Nope, they just wanted to be fucking douchebags. I don't have any money, and that douchebag does. I'm trying to turn these pigs in, and that douchebag is doing what he can to prevent it. Fuck it. That's the way life goes, ain't it? Anyway, I'm gonna try to charge up my electronics so they don't all fucking die. I'm gonna do my best to try to get Drew a place. I don't mean a house. There's no way in hell we're gonna be able to pull that one off. Not with his frame of mind. I get why people are afraid of him. He's a bit different in person. Matter of fact, he's a lot different than me in person. The person I am in person, you get to hear how most people talk to me in town. And many of them, of course, their faces are not videoed. Logan is actually on my YouTube channel. He was teaching me to play Pokemon. He's also the one that rescued me from that guy who ended up being an old pervert. Well, Logan and Shayna are the ones who explained to him that I was not the guy the cops were pretending I was. That it was another guy. Well, duh. That old man still didn't want to hear it. He was so pissed off about being wrong and being proven wrong that he just kept up his crap. Like the constantly calling me the N-word. That's right. He is recorded on my YouTube channel calling me the N-word. No, it might have been on my Facebook. I'll have to check, and that'll take a good long while. Why is that? Because I don't have a place to process this evidence. And that's something that these pigs prey on quite often and quite frequently. I do have to revert back to the old lingo of calling them pigs. I cannot in good conscience respect anything about them at this point, including the name. If you are a badge, you are a pig, plain and simple. Is that rude and inconsiderate? It's not rude or inconsiderate of you guys to put a bunch of labels on us, is it? Oh no, it's magically fine if you do it to us. We're the cause of all your problems. It's our fault that your daddy raped you. It's our fault that your mommy is an alcoholic who doesn't care. Oh yeah, that's homeless people's fault. Now you also might have noticed that yes, there's a big difference between the way I speak at different portions of my life. When I am heightened and agitated, well, that makes it difficult to understand what the hell I'm saying. But if you can shut the fuck up and listen and actually look at the evidence, that's a different story. That's a different story altogether. So of course those cops, they wanted to threaten, harass, and intimidate me as well tonight. Well, that's not okay. That is for certainly not okay. Them driving like jackasses is for certainly not okay. Now, as far as Danny goes, yeah, Danny broke the window. He doesn't think he should be charged for it because Danny thinks that's his building. That's right. Dan thinks that is his building, so it's okay for him to break the window. I don't agree with that. However, in the case of somebody who's an asshole like that and holds an utter hatred and disdain for the homeless, enough to lie to police officers. Of course, it didn't matter. Those are police officers trying to turn in. And of course, we've got the state patrol going out of their way to repeatedly make it difficult. Telling me it's not their job to police the police, and that is recorded. And then, of course, telling me that I gotta what? They got enough fucking state patrol officers and crooked cops in this area. They ought to know what the fucking protocol is. I'm sure I'm not the first person to ask them. But you get to listen to that video too. It's on my YouTube channel. I don't pretend I don't smoke pot. I absolutely smoke pot. And I don't hide it. I don't feel I should have to. If Jeff Baldridge, living in Chapel, Nebraska, where marijuana is illegal, can speak up in defense of marijuana, then me, in a state like Oregon where marijuana is legal, can fly my flag loud and proud. And I can say I did that. I helped to get Amendment 64 passed. I did that. I walked door to door. Hundreds and hundreds of doors knocked on. I did that. When we'd find somebody who was interested in signing their signature, we'd flag down the guy at the end of the block. The guy with the big sheet of paper. And those people would sign their names on the list to get marijuana legalized in the state of Colorado for recreational use. I did that. I fought hard for that. But I didn't fight for it just for you in houses. I also fought for it for those out on the streets suffering from chronic pain. The people you pretend don't exist. Now, thank goodness, we're almost to the food mart. Time to get myself something to drink. Now, as far as the harassment by the cops go, you'd think that, I don't know, they might eventually get bored with it. No, they don't get bored with it. They know I'm trying to turn them in and I ain't gonna quit. That's the problem with all these organizations. They need to speak up in court and tell the courts what they actually do. And then they need to explain why it is that either A, they're getting money for things that they don't do, or B, screw it. I'm going inside. I want to review the video and, of course, cool down in some AC. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. And remember, you are your brother's keeper. No victim left behind.